Well, that's different. So the Dolphins have traded for Darren Waller. Okay. Um, it's not a horrible move, but what a way for Miami to build you up, and then there's all the hype of they're talking to multiple teams about tight end prospects. Um, and I'm thinking, okay, cool, maybe we could get Pitts, or I even thought maybe Mark Andrews from the Ravens. Um, but no, it's Darren Waller. Now, don't get me wrong. Uh, in his day, Darren Waller was good, and he's still 32, I think. Um, but he retired after 2023. He did have some off-field issues. Um, Retired from the Giants and started doing a music career in rap. So a lot of guys do music and stuff, or fooling with music when they're football players, basketball players. We've seen them all. Some good, some not so good. I haven't seen Darren, so no idea. But here we are, and I guess the way I'm looking at this is there's no real downside if he comes in and he balls out. You know, technically, I guess if he balls out, then we gave up a 6th round pick to the Giants. If he doesn't ball out, then we gave a 7th round pick to the Giants. So this is pretty much just a plug and play. I mean, he's a big guy. He's like 6'6", 230, something like that, 240. So good sized guy, and he's very much in that realm of a slot receiver. Well, he was a receiver. He was actually a wide receiver coming out of college, and transformed into a tight end. Now he had a Pro Bowl season. I think it was like 2019, maybe 2018, 2019, for the Raiders, and then went to the Giants, I think, in 2021, 2022. I don't have everything right in front of me, but I mean, I'm familiar with it. And then, of course, retired. Now, I know he had some off-the-field issues. I know he had some maybe some drug issues, alcohol issues. Either way, apparently he got in pretty bad shape and was trying to get his life straight. And God bless him if, hopefully he has, regardless of football, hopefully he has gotten his life straight. I had heard that on some levels physically he was in pretty bad shape before he retired. Now I don't know if that had to do with drugs, injuries, a little bit of both. But anyway, again, this is pure upside. If it doesn't work, it just doesn't work. But it does make you stop and wonder what the Dolphins are doing. Now, granted, it's just a 1-year deal, kind of just a make or break. I think there was better options, but this isn't a bad deal. His tight ends coach, when he played in Oakland, I think they were Oakland at the time, Las Vegas, the Raiders, is our offensive coordinator. So there is familiarity, but I don't know. It's one of those. It's a little bit of a head scratcher. I'm not upset about it. I'm not screaming at my phone the way I was when I found out the Fitzpatrick was coming back. But we'll see. I mean, that's all we can do. Hopefully, we can get something out of him. Which I don't think we're gonna. I don't think we have to ask him for a lot. I think I think we're gonna be okay wide receiver wise. Went completely blank. The big wide receiver that we got from Tennessee, Nick Westbrook. Yeah, he's a big guy. So he's going to be, I think, big, as well as maybe Waller, maybe that red zone issue that we have a lot of times. Most of that issue is just because McDaniel refuses to run the ball in that situation. But either way, at least we have some tall receivers out there. Maybe maybe we can get some back shoulder stuff. I don't know. I know Tua and the guy out of Louisville, we traded him, I think, to Pittsburgh, not Pittsburgh, New England. Big as far as back shoulder passes in Tua's first year. And wow, I cannot think of his name. Please write it in the comments, because it kills me that I can't think of his name. But I know we traded him to New England. So we'll see how it goes. I don't think this is a bad. It's not a bad trade by any stretch of the imagination. We didn't give up anything really for him. A sixth or seventh round pick. So I would still like to see us pick up at least one corner. And I think we could still get some interior linemen, offensive linemen. Just somebody, because the cornerbacks really scare me at this point. We're riding in with Kohu, Storm Duck, Cam Smith, Ethan Bonner. I don't know. So I would feel a little better if we could get a corner. I still think we'll be competitive in general. I don't know about playoffs. That may be stretching it. But I do think that we'll see how it goes. It's early, obviously. We haven't even done training camp yet. But I would like to see us go get a cornerback, get a couple of offensive linemen. If we ride into the season with what we have, a little scary on the back end. Now, don't get me wrong, our safety room, maybe we can do something there. Obviously, play maybe a lot of zone. Maybe pull Fitzpatrick up to play a little bit more toward the linebacker position because we know he'll shoot the gap. We don't have to worry about him shooting the gap. So we'll just have to see how it goes. But in general, let me know how you feel. Darren Waller, Miami Dolphins tight end. I'm kind of I mean, I'm definitely not excited about it. I'm not upset about it. So, guys, continue to try and make good decisions. And fins up.